Audio. Hey, can you hear me? I am now connected to audio, it says. June, I can't hear you. Because you're on mute.
There I am.
There we go. How are you?
Is that Mike?
We got Mike here. What's going
Hi,
on,
Mike?
Hi, how you doing, Jan?
I'm doing pretty wonderful.
Sorry I missed you last week. I was teaching.
Oh, wonderful.
But all's good now.
We moved.
You did? Where?
We're in North Hollywood now.
Oh, cool.
Trying to find the right place to do this Tai Chi.
Oh, we get to see the new digs, don't we? In the living room, or?
This is the living room, and I'll totally give you another tour right now because this Zoom automatically records for the JFH Instagram. What is that? The YouTube.
There's a cute kid behind you.
There is. Oh, she's
my kid, not yours. Is your kid there?
Not here right now.
Oh,
just making sure they didn't sneak in.
How you been, Mike?
Been okay. How are you?
Great.
Wonderful. Where are you at, June?
Connecticut, Northwest Connecticut.
Oh,
mile from Millerton, New York.
Must be a lot of snow out there right now.
No. They over forecast this one. Last week was a deluge when you got a lot in New York.
Oh, something.
Well, my sister got a lot in New Jersey and New York. I'm in LA, so it was.
Oh, you're in LA.
Yeah, it's great. See?
Oh, yes, look at you showing off.
Okay, guys, I'm just figuring out this lighting.
Okay.
So, there we go. Right here. Right here. Oh, that's a good idea.
Something like that.
Put this over here for the lighting, and look at that. Thank you, Autumn.
That's perfect.
Super perfect lighting experience. All right, let me just clean this screen off.
She's been that way since she was 1. She's better with a job.
It's fun. All right, that's friendly. All right, guys. So let's go for this. And you were right. We should keep that on. Thank you. Okay, palms. Yeah, you pass one. Got Andre here too. Let me lower this down so we can just go. There you go.
I like your place, Jan.
Start it again.
I like your place.
Oh, thanks. It's great. You gotta come on by. All right. Feet shoulder length apart and parallel. Imaginary string lifting from the top of the head, just like this wall behind me is creating this wonderful line at the top, lifting you up. Mouth closed, tongue on the ceiling of the mouth gently placed. That imaginary string, the whole body should feel like it's dangling from it. Washing down, relaxation washing down the legs, down the spine, all the way down. The tailbone drops. The lower back muscles soften. Knees soften. Weight shifts mostly to the heels. Jaw is very relaxed. The palms are facing straight down. The fingers are straight ahead. The toes are straight ahead. So the fingers and toes facing the same direction, both parallel, shoulder width apart. All the breathings to the nose, inhaling into the belly, about 3 finger lengths below the belly button. Give the sensation of breathing a color. So you gather the belly. Exhale, pushing it down the arms to the palms and fingertips. Inhale, gathering in the belly. Exhale, wash it down the arms to the palms and fingertips. Just keep that breathing pattern going a few times. The attention on the tip of the nose. Feel the circulation. Feel the pulse. Move the attention to the right middle finger. Feel the circulation. Feel the pulse in the right middle finger. Move the attention to the left middle finger. And feel the circulation. Feel the pulse. Expand the attention to both middle fingers. Feel the circulation in each. Feel the wind wisping around the fingers, the air, currents of air. Feel the heat that the fingers generate. And feel the pulse. Shift the attention to the right heel. Feel the weight distribution on the heel. Try to put it right into the center of the heel, not on the outside or the inside or the far back, but right in the center of the heel. Feel the skin being displaced because of the shifting of the weight, because of the pressure between the bone and the floor. Feel the circulation. Feel the pulse in the heel. Shift the attention to the left heel. Make sure the weight is in the center of the left heel, not on the outside or inside too much or on the back too much. Feel the skin displaced between the bone and the surface your foot is on. Feel the circulation in the heel. And feel the pulse. Expand the attention to both heels, the awareness. Feel the weight evenly distributed. Make any adjustments you need to make. Take any unnecessary pressure off of the feet. That might mean slightly widening your stance or making it a little smaller to be in alignment with shoulder length, shoulder width apart, softening the knees. Expanding awareness to the palms and the heels. And having the string lifting you up, add the string back into the equation. All these little points. Inhale to the belly, and exhale, wash the color down the hands. And inhale up. Exhale, wash the color out, palms and fingertips. Inhale, drawing in. Interlace the fingers, exhaling down. Inhaling up. Stretching out the hips onto the toes, exhaling down. Inhale, draw the collar into the belly. Inhale even deeper this time. Interlace, exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale, wash the color out. Inhale, draw it in. Even deeper. Even deeper. Stretching onto the toes. Exhaling out. Inhaling up. Even deeper. Even deeper. Even deeper. Exhaling out. Inhaling, open up the belly. Feel it expand. Even deeper with the obliques. Feel them expand outward. Even deeper with the lower back. Then even deeper, the entire belt, all the muscles around the waist, front to back. Inhaling, expanding as you go up, exhaling down. And widen the stance, hollow fist, right on the hips. Over this camera. Right. And exhale, pelvis rotates on the femur. Inhale, breath pulls it to the side and up. Eyes on the belly button. Exhale it down. Inhaling, breath pulls you up. Eyes on the belly button. Exhaling down. And reverse it. One more. Now breath lifts you up. Exhale, wash the hands. Color through the hands. Inhale, draw in. Exhale. Shifting yourself back into shoulder length apart. Inhale to the belly. Draw the color in. Exhale, breath pushes the nose. Inhale, pulls you back to center. Exhale. The other side. Inhale, pulls you back. Again. Exhale. Inhale, pulls you back. Exhale, breath pushes the nose. Inhale, pulls it back. Exhale, breath pushes the nose pulls the body. Just above the hips, leave the hips behind. Inhale, breath pulls you back to center. Exhale, breath pushes the nose pulls everything above the hips. Inhale, back to center. Again on each side. Exhale. Inhale, pulls you back. Exhale. Inhale, back. Exhale, breath pushes the nose pulls the whole body. Try to look over the shoulder. Inhale, pulls you back to center. Exhale, breath pushes the nose pulls the whole body. Back to center. Exhale, one more time. And hold at the apex. Feel the string lift you up from the top of the head. Feel the weight be evenly distributed on the feet. Exhale, let the tailbone drop. Spine lengthens. Inhale, the string pulls you up again. Exhale, turn just a little more. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, breath push the nose. Nose turns the whole body, pulls the whole body. And hold. Inhale, string lifts you up. weight is evenly distributed on the heels. Exhale, tailbone drops, spine elongates. Inhale, string lifts you up. Exhale, turn a little more. Inhale, back to center. Exhaling, breath pushes, sliding the hands behind you. Sliding the hands behind you, and then the fingers stick just below the buttocks into the back of the leg like you're pressing buttons. Just inserting them into the muscle. One hand comes forward, inhaling up, front of the body, the breath is lifting the wrists, the palm is facing up. As it comes to the collarbone, the arm starts to rotate. The head turns in the same direction as the fingers. Inhaling up. The breath, one breath pulls the palm to the ceiling, the other palm pushes down. As one's being pulled, the other's pushing. Exhale. Pulling and pushing are very different intentions, so you really want to feel the breath lifting that one hand steadily up. Switching hands. Still inhaling. Breath is lifting the hand up as if a string is pulling it. And then the other hand pushes down. Keep the spine straight and do your best to keep the collarbone level, even though you're stretching out the shoulder. Exhaling down. Separating heaven and earth. Switching hands. Breath lifts the hand. One big inhalation. And exhalation, hand floats down. The elbow relaxes so that the only thing that's active is the concept of the breath around the wrist. Releasing. Inhaling up, left hand. One more time each side. Inhaling up. Breath pulls the hand up, other hand pushes down to the apex, and exhale. Breath inhaling up, pulling the hand up. Push down, drop the tailbone as you do it, and exhale. Inhaling up, lay the hands, exhaling, lay them right on the head, exhale. And as you drop the elbow, the hip comes out. It's gonna look like a little teapot dance. Inhaling up, exhale down. So you're almost meeting the elbow to the hip. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down.
Keeping your heels on the floor.
Yep, keep the heels on the floor, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale. I'll stand in front of this wall just so you can see a little bit more of detail. The hip goes out to meet the elbow. Inhaling up, goes out to meet the elbow. Inhale up. It's a very artistic frame we have going on here. It's called a frame within a frame within a frame. That's film school talk, right, Mike? Inhale up, exhale, inhale up. And then start to speed it up. Really feel the rib cage opening, the hips opening. Exhaling down. Inhale up. And sit. Sitting downward. Inhale, gathering, pulling the breath and the idea behind the back and through the kidneys. Inhale, lift up. Reaching up to the sky. Exhale, push down and sit. Inhale, lift the breath up through the kidneys. Reaching through the sky. Turn the palms down. Sit a little lower. Gathering, inhaling, and you're really moving the idea through the kidneys. When we get in front of this wall again, through the kidneys. Inhaling up. palms then face down, the elbows turn up. Sit and sink. Working the legs and moving the breath and the idea and visualization up from the kidneys up through the fingertips. Exhale, sitting down. 2 more. Gather. Up. Exhale down. 1 more. Gather up. Actually, let me give you a little bit more of a detail here. You're inhaling into the belly, seeing the color gather, and then when you scoop up through the kidneys, the idea, remember the color, among other things, is a vehicle for the attention. You whip that color through the kidneys and lift it up through the heart. So you're lifting the idea and attention up. This is called raising the chi, which is actually frowned upon a lot of times in Tai Chi, but you're doing it intentionally here. You're raising it up, and then you're washing it back down through the legs, almost flushing it down the legs. Inhale into the belly, scoop it and rise it up. The visualization goes up through the chest, through the fingertips. Turn up, wash it down. To the side. Inhale, scooping up and sit even lower. 1 more time. Scooping up, sit even lower. Scoop it up through the belly and turn so that the heart is 45 degrees into a corner and push down. You're going to push it down and you're going to start to slowly lengthen your stance. The hand that just pushed down is going to inhale, scoop up, and you're going to pivot on the other foot, turning out so that the heart can now face 45 degrees in the other direction and push down. Inhale up, scoop, just turn the feet and side to side. Start to sink a little lower. I'll lower the camera so you can get a little more detail. Inhale, scooping the breath through the belly. Move it from one side of the belly to the other. Inhale up. Open the back leg, shift the weight, and really start to stretch the hip a little bit. Inhale, open. Exhale. And notice this little detail right here of one hand pulling across the body and the other one pushing down, twisting. These fingers spin and actually turn the elbow out so the shoulder spins you into, corkscrewing you into your stance, giving you that much more of a gentle stretch. Inhaling up and exhale, corkscrewing the body down. Inhale, draw the color visualization up in the belly. These fingers spin and corkscrew down. Inhale up, do the same thing. And this time, we're going to reach one hand behind the back and the other hand up through the shoulder. One hand reaches behind the back and through the shoulder, and exhale, as if you're almost trying to touch the hands together, but just reach. Inhale, drawing the color across the body. Same thing on the other side. And reach. Inhale, draw the color across the body. And one's going to go under, the other one's over, and reach. Really feel a nice gentle twist. Inhaling, reaching over, and behind the back. Both hands behind the back, one under, one over. Inhale, drawing it across. One more time. Drawing down. This time, we're going to sit. One hand will be here on the side. We're going to exhale and just kind of sit into what's called a snake stance. We're going to sit a little low. You don't have to go too far. You can go down, that's great, but just sit. Inhale, reach the hand across, cover the heart, and sit, opening up the legs. Inhale, reaching across to the heart. Exhale, sit. Inhale, reaching across. and sit. Inhale, reaching across. Sit. Inhale, draw the color in, reach, and sit. Inhale, draw the color in. You're gonna choose the leg, whatever leg, opposite hand and foot. So I'm on my right leg, my left hand's in front of my chest. And I just, one more time each side. Inhale and sit. This time, inhale, reach, and exhale, pushing the breath through the palm. Do your best to sit as deep as you can into the stance. Just adjusting the camera here. Sit as deep as you can, inhale. What we're doing is really getting the nice little stretch in for the legs and pushing the color, the breath through palm. Inhale, draw it in. This is called the bow stance, or gongbu. Inhale. Do your best to keep your spine straight up as you go down. Inhale, draw in, draw the color to the belly. As much as you can. The knee should never go past the big toe as a note. You want the knee, the thigh parallel to the ground ideally, but the knee will stay aligned and straight. Even higher, the higher gongbu, which is more of a Tai Chi, the Tai Chi style, you can keep it higher and still twist. Inhale, draw in, still twist. And every time we do this now, make your stance a little smaller. Inhale, draw in, twist. Notice that I'm coming closer to shoulder length apart. Inhale, draw in, twist. Keep going. This time, from here, inhale, draw in. Keep the hands very, very loosened. And we're going to stay with all the weight on one foot. And we're going to exhale and brush knee. That means one hand will brush the knee, the other hand will push out. It's in alignment with my heart. And I'll sink and exhale via the middle finger of the pushing hand. Switch to the other leg, inhaling up. Exhale, sink and push, and really drill the weight downward. This is a small stance because the circles are tighter, so therefore there's greater centrifugal force than those long stances we were doing. The long stances are pretty, but they don't necessarily have as much power as these smaller circle movements. Inhaling up, switch sides, and exhale. One leg has all the weight, the other leg, just the toe is down. It's called a hanging leg stance or a cat stance. Whichever leg is hanging, the opposite hand is pushing. Therefore, if I'm on my left hand, my left foot with all the weight, my left hand pushes. Shifting to the right leg, my right hand as I inhale comes up, exhale, push through the right hand, sink onto that right leg. Inhaling up, switch sides. Inhaling up, switch sides, exhale down. Inhaling up, switch sides. Very gentle. Feel the imaginary string still holding your posture up. As you inhale, the eye goes to the middle finger of the hand that's about to push, and it stays on as you push. Exhale. A very subtle, slight twisting of the hand, turning of the palm for each push. So a very, very subtle twist. The shape is completed by the bottom hand. So there is special attention, even though this is the yang hand, this is the yin hand. So that the pressure is here in the upper hand. You complete the shape by reaching through these fingers. That little reach is actually super important on these three fingers, especially. So you energize these bottom fingers to complete the shape with the top. Inhaling up. Inhale, switch. Use the waist mostly to power this. The hip does come into play, but really allow yourself to use the trunk, the waist movement that we've been training. And to work the waist a little bit more, step 1 foot forward and reach the hand out. Actually, I'll do this with my right hand. I have wrist issues with both hands, so my palms don't always turn up. My right hand is forward, my right leg is forward. And I'll come here. My feet are shoulder width apart, straight line from the top of my head to my back heel. Nose is over my knee, knees over the big toe. My hip, outer hip is relaxing, coiling in to the inner hip, or the weighted legs hip. So that you'll see a slight twist in my posture, which roots me down into the inside of the front leg. It helps you have a stronger stance. So palm is out, the left arm is out 90 degrees, as you can see. And this is sleeping tiger rolls over. This is the best exercise I know of any exercise, of any modality for core strength. And we're going to do a few variations. There's at least 5. Eyes on the middle finger of the extended hand, and that middle finger is as high as the nose. And slightly cover. With that little wave, my waist is moving, and the 90-degree hand now comes in front of me. Palm should be facing up. The other hand is now out on that 90-degree angle. Cover and switch. And you can coordinate this. It should be powered by your breath. However, you can feel free to adjust the breathing mechanics of this to your liking. So sometimes I'll inhale on one movement and exhale on the other. Inhale, drawing the color in. Exhale. So you can see this from the side. Notice one hand is in front, the other one's 90 degrees. Slight cover. Keep going. The hip and the waist are moving here. The hip is moving very slightly. When you reach, especially with the hand that's associated with the farthest back leg. So my right leg is forward, my left leg is back. When I reach with my left leg, that's when I feel the hip the most in terms of having to twist through. And this is super important, especially for Tai Chi push hands. This moment right here, this little twist, it actually gives you a massive amount of weight increase on by resting your arm on an opponent, just by that little drop in the hip. So this is super important for intentionally delivering your weight and distributing it onto an opponent. And it's a mechanic that's so subtle and so rarely done that it's tough to decipher what it is if you're not used to it.
Is the knee bent or straight?
The back knee is straight, again, and my leg is starting to burn. So we'll switch legs. Boom, switching legs. Now my right leg is back, left leg forward, nose over the knee, knee over the big toe. The heel, both heels are anchored into the ground, including the back one. So it'll stay down the entire time. You should really feel the twist and the reaching through the hips and obliques, the waist. The front hip does turn as well. That front hip, as you'll see here, the front hip moves for that end of that reach. So you do want to have that little torque at the end. And again, it's all these smaller circles that amount to a significant amount of power. And do 10 more. Again, I like to inhale up, exhale down. Just to clarify for everyone, the motion of the rising hand is a scoop upward and out. So you're scooping up and out forward. The other hand, and then when it comes down, it covers across, it moves something out of the way, and it tosses it to the side while the other hand comes up. So you toss something to the side and make room for the other. So it comes right up the center. That same idea seen from the side. I'm going to fake it a little bit so you can see a high angle shot here, but notice that it's coming forward and up. So cover, the back one comes down and in and scoops up on an angle. Comes down and in, scoops up on an angle. I'm coming back to normal angle. Now let's switch sides. Switching legs again. And this is actually a fairly dynamic exercise. It takes some time to get. To help with the waist movement, because we're doing the more subtle version of it right now. We started with the more subtle version. So now we're going to do the more general version, which has a bigger circle, because the bigger circles are normally easier to catch. So here, rather than moving just the wrist, we're going to use the elbow and ride, the waist rides the elbow up. Cover, the waist rides the elbow up. Cover, the waist rides the elbow up. From the side. Make sure that you're in your A-frame stance. The A-frame stance, again, nose over the knee over the big toe with a straight line from the top of the head to the tailbone. That's going to give you the work. So if you can get into that posture without any particular difficulties in the body, aside from it being strenuous, I highly recommend that one. And it's the scooping up. And you'll feel it, especially in the obliques, especially in the hip to the oblique, that reach. And the great thing about using the elbow again is that the waist, you can almost feel like that tiger rolling over. Again, this is called sleeping tiger rolling over. So feel the roll. You can even make it a little bit more accentuated just to get that mechanic down and feel the roll. When I say accentuated, I mean your end posture, rather than being straight, can actually be coiled. We'll do it from 45 degrees. Other side, 45 degrees, or should I say, other angle. So if you don't feel it in your waist, then do your best to make any adjustments necessary, including keeping the body almost connected to the image of the arm moving in front of you. We can switch legs. One hand here, and just let the body ride that motion, and body rides the forearm movement. And when I say ride, I mean for a moment, it'll be as if you're sticking to that movement. But this movement, eventually, you just let go of it and let it go to the side. So whatever hand's in front, you're going to let the body ride that just for a bit. The feet are also shoulder length apart and parallel. So what I mean by that, added detail, notice that, could you hold this for a second, Rich? Thank you. Notice that both of my feet are parallel. So if I pull one back, I'm actually shoulder length apart. So when I step forward, they're still shoulder width, I should say, apart. And that will help you with your A-frame. So the A-frame is here, goes over the knee and over the toe. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with that one a few more times. Big wave and twist into it. And that exercise that we were doing earlier with just moving the attention around, really allow yourself to move the attention, slow yourself down, and move the attention itself into specifically the fingertip and the elbow and the hip at the end of the movement. When you feel the fingertip align with your nose, the elbow being pulled down by gravity so that the weight is emphasized here in terms of the drop, and then the hip giving into that, meaning that the hip turns into that. That's that extra weight that I'm talking about that actually translates into you having greater core strength and being able to translate your, distribute your weight to a partner or an opponent more efficiently. So really having that moment of that drop. Reaching through the curve, as we've talked about before, we're not straightening the arms to reach, we're extending the curve, reaching through the curve. And this exercise is probably the best version of it in terms of the movement. Four more. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Two uplifting heavens. And bring the hands together, very far out. And we're going to push, and when you press together, we're going to feel all the muscles on the inside here flex, do a nice isometric exercise, and push together 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take the hands and relax and pull apart as you inhale. 1, 2, feel the shoulders flex. 3, 4, 5, relax, and exhale, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Inhale, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, push. And make sure when you push, the shoulder blades disappear into the back, just like in the Negong. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Inhale, pull. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Uplifting heaven twice. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Standing shoulder length apart. Inhale, reach across. Very relaxed. Nose, elbow, wall. You don't have to sit, but you can if you want to sit in your Negong stance for this. And we're going to exhale and flex both arms as you push out. This is a dynamic tension exercise, pushing the color through the 2 knuckles of the back hand that'll become a fist. Inhaling, exhale, and relax. Inhale, drawing across. One hand is hidden, and exhale. Relax softly. Inhale, drawing in. One hand is hidden, nose, elbow, wall in the front, and exhale. Relax. Inhale softly. One hand is hidden. Use the waist to really twist and exhale. Inhale, relax. One hand's hidden. Nose, elbow, wall. Exhale. Relax. One hand hidden. Exhale. Two more times each side. Inhale, relax. One hand hidden. Exhale. Inhale, very soft. Relax. Draw the color in. Exhale, flexing both arms all the way to the hands and fingertips. One more time each side. Nose, elbow, wall. Last one. Very relaxed. And exhale. Punching right down the center line right in front of the heart. Softly bring the arms in. Widen the stance. Exhale. We're not in the horse stance though. Legs will just be straight out. Inhale, reaching over. One reaches over to the hip, the other one reaches up over the shoulders. Inhale, draw in. Exhale. Reaching, cutting across the hip and the shoulders. Inhaling out. Exhale. Hip, shoulders. Inhale, draw the color in. Exhale. Hip, shoulders. Inhaling out. Exhale. This time reach the bottom hand behind the back and snake it around down the leg. Again, our legs are spread apart a bit. Inhaling up. Exhale. Snaking around. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhaling up. One more time. Inhale deep. Bring the feet back in. Shoulder length and half apart and sit. Embracing one. Middle finger as high as the shoulders. Shoulder blades disappear into the back, tailbone drops. Inhaling, drawing the color into the belly, elbows very down. Exhale, push the color out the hands. Just keep that breathing pattern up. Do your best to let go of any tension that we gathered during those dynamic tension exercises. Consciously let go of that tension. Make sure you're smiling inwardly for yourself. Very gentle smile on the face. And turn the palms up. Elbows have some space, shoulder blades disappear, palms facing the ceiling. Breathing is inhaling up the front of the body, exhaling, rolling down the back. Unless you do the opposite in your Tai Chi, then do that. But slight tension in the anus, tongue on the ceiling of the mouth to connect the positive and negative sides of the body. Inhaling up, exhaling down, roll the attention up the body, exhale, roll it down the body. Make sure the middle finger is as high as the shoulders. Inhale, draw the hands in. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Pushing out. Inhale even deeper. You can stand if you'd like them. And even deeper, trying to scratch the armpits, and exhale. Palms rotate down as you go forward and sink. Inhale in. Even deeper. Exhale, sink. Inhale, 1. Even deeper, 2. Inhaling up, 1, 2. Exhale, drop the hands down. Inhale, extend up even deeper. Exhale, out. Release the rest of the breath. Inhaling up, 1, even deeper, 2. Push it to the elbows. Release the rest of the breath. 4 more. Relax. Inhale, draw in. And exhale. Hollow fists. Backs of the hands touch. Elbows remain relaxed. And uncoil as you bring the hands back to the hips. Exhale, sit, and sink. Inhale. Stand up on the inhalation if you want. Exhale, sit, sink. Uncoil. 4 more. Exhale out. Inhale, draw in. Exhaling down. Start to turn the waist, keep the eyes forward, keep the knees and heels stationary, gentle, very gentle banging of the kidneys, gentle massage. Now release the back leg so the heel comes up. Try to maintain a sense of your center line the entire time, which means that if you pause yourself at any given moment, you should be able to paint a line down that center line of yours. We'll add another layer of dynamism, dropping down and come up and over the shoulder. Keeping the eye forward. Now release the head so you can look over your shoulder, either to the wall or behind you. The wall on the side of you or all the way behind you if you'd like. And now bring the hands back down side to side. Keep the feet moving. The heel lifts up the back leg, but the head is now moving. You can look over your shoulder if you want. And keep the feet stationary now, but the head still moves from side to side. And hands back and forth. The fingers flick at the apex on either side. So flicking down, flicking. And every 5 movements, you can do a little burst, a little jolt to the knee. In the knees, but it's mostly on the heels. So it's just a little pressing off the heels. And feet shoulder length, or 2 fists apart. And massage the knuckles in the lower back. Going all the way down, all the way to the base of the spine, and then bring it back up, making the circles upward to the kidneys. And then reverse the circles. Lower back to the kidneys. Just keep going down. The knuckles massaging into the muscle. And then bring it back up. Feet 2 fists apart. Inhale. Breathless the wrists. Fingers to the back wall. Chest to the ceiling. Hips forward. Weight on the toes. Exhale. Butt back. Fingers forward. Soften the knees. Inhaling up. Fingers to the back wall. Chest to the ceiling. Hips forward. Weight on the toes. Exhale. Butt back. Fingers forward. Soften the knees, inhale, up, 1 foot comes forward. So we'll bend one leg, 1 foot forward, toe facing up, inhaling up, exhale, reach forward, touch the toe. Inhaling up, switch legs, 1 foot forward, and exhale down. Inhale, switch legs, 45 degrees now, out. Exhale down. Inhaling up, switch legs, 45 degrees, exhale down. Inhaling up, switch legs, 90 degrees, exhale down. Inhaling up, one more time, switch legs, 90 degrees, exhale down. Inhaling out above the head, big breath onto your toes, exhale, wash the color down the legs. Inhaling up, turn to your right side, going to the toes. Exhale, wash down. Inhaling up, turn to the left side, goes to the toes. Exhale down. Inhaling up to front, come behind and wash down the kidneys and back, behind the legs, reaching the fingers, and chopping up. Soft part of shoulder, back, Jump on the kidneys. Grab back to the legs. Inhaling up. Fingers fall. 5 breaths. Just the fingertips. Hands together around the chest, around the pectoral muscles into the pressure points, deeper massaging into muscle, lymph nodes, floating right up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, floating right up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 fingers on the sternum, U shape on the collarbone, either side, looking up, open palm, massage, relax all the way down through the reproductive organs, release any tension. And back to the neck. U shape on chin. For the hormones. Earlobe. Index, middle finger up, over, down the back, under, up, over, down the back, under. Very strong pressure. Off on the face to the side, release. Up, side, release. Side, release. Raking the scalp, front to back, back to front, front to back, back to front. Massage, front to back, back to front. Slapping, front to back, back to front. And grab the scalp and knead it like dough. 1, 2, 3, release. Another patch. 1, 2, 3, release. Another patch. 1, 2, release another patch. 1, 2, release another patch. And reverse it. 1, 2, release. 1, 2, release. Release. 1, 2, release. 4 fingers at the top of the forehead and massage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And reverse it. 2, 3, 4. Temples. 2, 3, 4. Reverse it. Cover the ears, and we're going to flick the fingers like this. And make it, it'll sound like thunder. Just under the hard part of the skull, you're going to cover the ears so you can't hear anything, so it should sound like thunder. And flick. 24 times. And flick the fingers out. Thumbs. 1, 2, 3. Grab 1, 2, 3. Oh, almost forgot. And switch. 1, 2. For the heart. 1, 2, switch. Sides of teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Below the gums. 1. Press and hold. And drill. 1, 2, 3. Tap around. 1, 2. Big circle. Each one gets bigger. Top and bottom of the thumb. Sides. Top and bottom. Sides. Top and bottom. Sides. Top and bottom. Sides. Top and bottom. Sides. Outside press and hold. And drill. Tap. 1, 2. Third one. Biggest. Top and bottom. Working your way up to the thumb. Remember that the massaging finger should fall into the grooves of the receiving finger. That's where the pressure points are, top and bottom, and sides. 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 And 1, 2, 3, grab. 1, Chin. Close the eyes, inhale, white light to the belly. Exhale, spread the whole body. Inhale, roll white light out the front of the body. Tidal wave, toes to head. Exhale, roll down the back like a waterfall, head to heels. Inhale, rolling up the left side, foot to head. Exhale, roll down the right side, head to foot. Inhale, wet light into the belly. Exhale, push it to the top of the head like a fountain. Surround the body, make a big bubble. One more breath into the belly. White light. Exhale, push it down the legs, into the ground. Come back up and around like a fountain in reverse, making a bigger bubble around. Just sit in the silence in the bubble. Have gratitude for the body, good people around you, the space you're in. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. And anybody who,
Thank you, Jan.
oh, thank you. Anybody who watched on YouTube, of course, this is Tai Chi to the People, presented by Justice for Hire. And every week we do this for a noble cause. So we're still raising cash for No Kid Hungry. So if you just go to my website, janstaichi.com, at the bottom, you'll see a donate button. And that's where you can donate to No Kid Hungry. So thank you guys. I'm going to press
Very nice.